If Mace, The Dark Age was a movie, plot changes and casting calls. Mace, The Dark Age is a cult classic 1997 fighting game known for its dark, gory medieval setting, where warriors from all around the world clash in a bid for ultimate power. If this brutal and atmospheric game was adapted into a live-action movie, several key elements would need to be reimagined to fit the cinematic medium while maintaining its gritty, blood-soaked tone. Here's how the plot would change and who would take on the roles of these iconic characters. Plot changes for the big screen, the Covenant of Seven and the Mace of Tanis. In the game, the Covenant of Seven made a deal with the devil Asmodeus, gaining near immortality and demonic powers at the cost of their sanity. In the movie version, the backstory will be fleshed out, giving each member a more detailed personal history and showcasing the torment they endured to set their fatal pact. This that added depth would allow the audience to see the consequences of their lust for power and make their inevitable downfall all the more satisfying. The Mace of Tanis, the dark artifact at the center of the story, would be elevated from a simple MacGuffin to the source of the world's corruption. The audience would learn that the mace doesn't just grant power, it slowly consumes its wielder, amplifying their darkest desires and dooming them to an eternity of suffering unless they destroy it. The final battle between the characters and Asmodeus would become not just a physical fight, but a metaphysical struggle against the Mace's seductive influence, expanding the world. Mace the Dark Age is set in a world torn apart by warlords and assassins, spanning Europe, Arabia, and the Far East. For the film, these regions will be fully realized with unique cultures, landscapes, and fighting styles, drawing inspiration from historical sources but emphasizing the game's dark fantasy edge. We'll also see more of the Covenant Seven's manipulation of the world events. The warlords won't just be random tyrants, they'll be pawns of the Covenant, suffering across the globe as part of their quest for ultimate power. Each character's journey would cross paths with the others, creating a sprawling, interconnected narrative where alliances shift and betrayals common. Character arcs. In the game, each fighter has their own personal reason for seeking the mace. In the movie, these motivations will be more deeply explored, with each character receiving a satisfying arc, whether they're driven by revenge, redemption, or ambition. Mordos, called the legendary mercenary, could begin the story as a ruthless killer, but slowly rediscover his humanity as he allies with other warriors. His failure to defeat Asmodeus in the end would lead to a tragic conclusion where he becomes a broken man, mirroring his in-game bad ending. Koyasha, the young ninja, would struggle with her identity and whether her desire to test her skills is worth the bloodshed. Her arc would center on finding balance between her deadly abilities and her humanity. Taria de Castillo, the evil sorceress, would evolve into a more complex character, torn between her loyalty to her father, the power-hungry Duke Manaloch, or her own ambitions to conquer hell itself. The audience would see the price of her ambition as she descends deeper into darkness, ultimately facing her twin brother Grendel, who embodies the consequences of her father's evil actions. The villains, especially Lord Deimos and Sir Dragon, would receive expanded roles. Deimos in particular would have a backstory rooted in betrayal and madness, making his quest for dominance over the Covenant as tragic as it is terrifying. Casting calls for the cast, a mix of veteran actors and rising stars, would be ideal to bring these gritty characters to life. Here's who might fit the bill. Mortal Skull, played by Keith Irvin. Carol Irvin. Irvin has the right mix of physicality and grizzled intensity. Perfect for playing the battle-worn mercenary who has seen too much war. His previous works and roles like The Boys and Dread shows how he can handle both the action and emotional depth needed for Kratos. Mordos. Koyasha. Karen Fukuhara, best known for her role as Katana in Suicide Squad. Fukuhara could bring the agility and fierceness required for Koyasha while also showing the vulnerability of a young woman questioning her lethal skills. Taria de Castillo, played by Evan Green. Green's soldier's dark presence in films like 300, Rise of an Empire, and Penny Dreadful make her a perfect fit for Taria, the sorceress who seeks to usurp hell itself. She can portray even both the seductive allure and the terrifying ambition of the character. Xiao Long, played by Donnie Yen. Yen would embody Xiao Long's mastery of martial arts and his unyielding determination to rid the world of evil. His ability to convey emotion for action will elevate Xiao's quest to defeat the Mace. The Executioner, played by Dave Bautista. Bautista's imposing presence would make him an excellent executioner, a sadistic brute who lives for pain and seeks the ultimate weapon. Bautista's ability to convey emotion even in the midst of brutal combat would give the character a surprising depth. Namira, Goshet Farhani, known for his roles in Extraction and Body of Lies, could bring a fierce yet nuanced portrayal of Namira, the vengeful princess turned heroine girl, seeking to reclaim her lost kingdom and deliver her revenge. Takeshi Tsunami, played by Hiroyuki Sanada. Sanada has long been a staple in samurai films, and his gravitas would bring honor and depth to Takeshi, a noble warrior determined to save Japan and find his lost brother. Lord Deimos, played by Matt Mikkelsen. Mickelson's cold, calculating demeanor and ability to play tortured, villainous characters would make him the ideal choice for Lord Deimos, a member of the Covenant Seven whose lust for power drives much of the conflict. Sir Dragon, by Nikolaj Kostner-Waldau. Kostner-Waldau's experience playing morally complex characters like Jaime Lannister and Game of Thrones would translate perfectly to Sir Dragon, an undead crusader searching for redemption in his lost soul. Asmodeus, played by Bill Skarsgård. Skarsgård's haunting portrayal of Pennywise in it proves he can deliver the kind of menacing otherworldly presence required for Asmodeus, the demonic force pulling the strings behind the Covenant of the Seven. Conclusion: if Mace the Dark Age was adapted into film, it would be a dark, sprawling fantasy epic, complete with complex character arcs, intense combat, and the haunting theme of power's corrupting influence. With the right cast and a deep dive into the lore of the Covenant of the Seven, it could stand alongside the great sword and sorcery epics of cinema, leaving audiences on the edge of the seats until the final blood-soaked battle. Hey there, fantasy and science fiction fan lovers. If you can't get enough of mystical realms, futuristic worlds, and thrilling adventures, then you come to the right place. By subscribing to Fantasy and Science Fiction at Story, you gain access to an amazing collection of stories that will transport you to realms beyond your imagination. By hitting that subscribe button, you'll never miss out on the latest tales of wizards, time travels, space exploration, and so much more. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the best in fantasy and science fiction storytelling, and we're always adding new and exciting content for you to enjoy. But that's not all. By subscribing, you'll be also becoming part of our incredible community of fellow fantasy and sci-fi enthusiasts. You'll be first to know about the latest content for the channel that you won't find anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? Join us on this epic journey into the unknown by subscribing to Fantasy and Science Fiction at Story Nori. Today, your next thrilling adventure awaits. Right, hit that subscribe button and let the storytelling begin. Thank you for being part of our amazing community. We can't wait to share even more incredible stories with you.